Hello, my name is Nala. I'm 27, and in 2 months, I will be celebrating my first year as being a mom. So, as the year has started to close out, I've been in this space of how am I going to redefine myself and reconnect with myself. For me, there is a difference between redefining and reinventing. I love myself. I like myself. I have evolved and I have changed. I've gone through periods of healing and evolution, and I just want to redefine who I am. I don't want to erase everything that has already occurred and rebuild again. Like I'm not in a rebuild space, and I equate rebuilding with reinventing. Redefining for me is getting clear on who I am right now and making sure I'm fully accepting of that and fully knowledgeable of that, and also being clear on the woman that I want to be, being crystal clear on the woman that I want to be. And then what is the work that I'm going to do to be that woman? That is what redefining is for me. So I don't have all the answers, but it's just been something that's been on my mind and in my thoughts. And I want to talk about that today. I do have 3 points that is going to guide my conversation here because I don't want to go off on too many tangents, but just bear with me. The first place I want to start with is reading, journaling, and self-care. These are the actions, habits, qualities of the woman that I want to be. I don't read as consistently as I would like. I don't journal as consistently as I like. And self-care is not something that I prioritize. I want to be a woman who doesn't find self-care so much of a chore. I want it to be something where I do actually feel relaxed from doing self-care. My hair, skincare, oral hygiene, taking care of my body, just different things like that. I just mean the basics, the routines of self-care. For me, I grew up as like a tomboy type of situation. I just thought all that type of stuff was girly when really it is foundational to taking care of your vessel and your body. And so now I'm in a season of unlearning that and relearning how do I want to take care of myself in those ways. When it comes to reading and redefining myself, I feel like books will help me on that journey, and I need to spend the time to read them so that I can get closer to myself, redefine myself, and do what I want to do. Excuse me, I'm very nasally right now, but I got pregnant in 2022 and I had my daughter in February of 2023. These past 2 years or so, I haven't been journaling, but prior to that, I was an avid journaler. Journaling has helped me heal and get to know myself, and it has always been a safe space for me to talk to myself freely, talk to God freely, and I miss that. And again, I just think that habit will help me in this process of redefining myself, because it's not something that I'm going to be able to do in a couple of weeks, but I'm entering a season of redefining myself. And I guess that leads me to my next point. What season am I entering? I want to get some definition around that, because there's one part of like, this is the preseason. Redefining myself to me is like the preseason, and then I'm going to be entering an actual season, but I haven't been able to find the words to describe that to myself. But I definitely think it has something around just really feeling like I'm in my womanhood space in a whole new way. And I think this season I'll be acting more like the woman I want to be. The idea of redefining myself came from the fact that I've been engrossed in my first year of being a mom, and there has been this kind of disconnection from self during this first year, and I want to get back and get closer with myself. I think that's just going to make me so powerful in all the things that I'm trying to do this year. like, for example, growing my YouTube channel is going to help me be more of my authentic self. I want to be clear on who I want to be so that I can map out what actions I can take on a daily basis to be like her and become her. Like I know a part of the season that I'm walking into is like becoming. Like that also has been a word that has been top of mind. Like I feel myself in a transition of becoming much closer to the version of myself that I've been walking towards. And it's a really good feeling. However, like I said, I really don't have all the answers for what this is going to look like. But I guess to recap, I know reading, journaling, taking time to enjoy and learn how to prioritize self-care, and taking some time to identify what this next season of my life is going to look like in terms of me as a woman and my femininity and womanhood and all that type of stuff. Like, I just want to be clear on what that looks like for me. Two words that I think are going to guide my year is change and authenticity. I really desire to change for the better, and again, just walk closer and closer to the woman I envision myself being. Evolution is a constant thing. Change is constant. But in this next season, I'm really ready to see a different version of myself from this past season of really getting myself familiar with being a mom and having a daughter and being a parent and all the things that come with that. I recently celebrated my 1-year wedding anniversary and I turned 27 all in the month of December. And so with such big events as that, no wonder this type of stuff is on my mind. Like, I got my wedding band and that whole day was like, my whole saying was like, I'm grown and I'm married. And when I turned, that was on my 27th birthday, and I just feel like I'm in this space of I'm older now, like older in a good way. Like I've learned so much. Like being a mom has forced me to adapt and like grow up in a sense. Like, and I've been in that whirlwind for 10 months now. And before that, when I was pregnant, I was walking towards that. Also in my pregnancy, I kind of had a slight identity crisis. I was like, oh my gosh, I was in the process of working on who I want to be. And then here comes me being pregnant and having a baby. And it's like my whole identity as just Nala, the individual, just changed automatically because I now had to, what does Nala the mom look like? You know, I had to spend time figuring out who I am as a mother. And I've gotten to a level of clarity enough on that to where it's like now I'm doubling back to defining Nala, because that's what I was doing before I got pregnant. And now I have to take all that motherhood has brought me through and how it's changed me, mesh that with the version of myself that I want to be, mesh that with like just different ideals and different things that I've come up with for this vision of my best self, the higher self that I'm walking towards, and define that. You know, that's why this is redefining to me. All the pieces are there. In my eyes and in my opinion, this is a redefining time of life for me because I genuinely feel like all the pieces of the puzzle to the picture I want to see of who I am is there, but I really need to take some time and some intention to put the picture and put the pieces together so that is clear to me. I am a big believer that when you're clear on what you want, God and the universe will conspire. I believe that's the word, to make it all happen. And I've seen that in so many areas of my life, and it's like I need to apply it to my being and who I am. The woman that I want to be, she exudes a different type of confidence. she is able to easily express herself. She doesn't get so caught up on her words. She's applying her charismatic ways that she had all this time as a teen and as a young girl to herself in womanhood. She is not fearful in the sense, like, she doesn't allow fear of whatever, because who knows what it is to hold her back from being the amazing woman that she is. And even this is also my 8th week of being consistent on YouTube, which has shown me a lot about myself, and has shown me a lot about, all right, this is who I'm actually trying to, like, this is what I'm actually trying to show in terms of who I am. And I don't know, just a whole bunch of different thoughts have been going through my mind, but I won't even go any further than this. I thought being vulnerable in this way would be easy, like I wouldn't feel nervous, but it's new. Like, I haven't been making these types of videos. I've been showing you guys the version of me who is so eager to help other content creators and online entrepreneurs and share the information that I have for y'all. And how I run my channel and how I run my content is based off of, what does your online oasis look like? And another analogy is, if my channel or my content was a physical office or location, and I had events there and we talked for the different events and the panels that we have, different topics were covered and things like that, then what would we be talking about in my physical location? And for me, this redefining type of stuff, being clear on who you are as an individual, I want to talk about those things. And it's important to the community that I'm building to talk about ourselves in this way. This video ended up being really much harder than I thought to produce, but I'll get better with time. If you have any thoughts or anything you want to say, I'm always open to feedback for how I'm delivering my words and my message on camera. But yeah, are you in a season of redefining yourself? Do you feel there's a difference between redefining and reinventing? Just share your thoughts with me if you would like. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.